This is the brand new Rode Wireless Go 2, which is the second generation of wireless lav microphone from Rode. So I'm coming from the first generation of the Wireless Go, so I'm curious to see how this compares to the previous generation. This is designed to be a super portable and easy to use mic setup, and that's pretty much exactly what it is. So in this video, I'm not really going to dive too deep into specs because I'm not really an audio nerd. I'm just going to be talking about this product more for practical uses, such as how I'm going to be using it in my client jobs and stuff like that. So stick around if you want to find out a little bit more about these microphones. If you want to see a direct comparison to the previous generation, I'm going to link Nick's video up in the top corner of the screen, so you can go check that out if you want to just see like a comparison between the two. So in the box, you now have this longer carrying case. And if you open that up, it comes with two microphones / receivers instead of just the one that they included before. And you also get the transmitter with this kind of rigid cable. Nice touch, by the way. I like that. I think the previous generation was more of like a floppy cable. This one's like rigid and it just holds its position. And now we've got 3 windscreens. The previous one just came with 2. Then you also get some USB-C charging cables, we haven't opened yet. So now for the rest of the video, I'm actually going to be using one of these for our audio starting right now. And now you're hearing audio from the Rode Wireless Go 2. So let's talk about it a little bit more. You can actually record 2 channels of audio at once with both transmitters, as you can see right here, into the receiver in your camera. And then you can either choose to merge those channels when using the Rode app, or you can choose to just separate them and keep them in one in the left and one in the right, and you can do what you want with them in post. There's also built-in audio recorders in each of these transmitters when you're using Rode's computer app. Doesn't seem like something I will be doing as much, as I like to just run the audio into the camera so I can just easily work with it later on, but for some people that'll be pretty helpful. It's compatible with pretty much any device that has a USB-C port, so it could be phones, could be your camera like we're using now, and it also could be computers. So if you're doing stuff like Zoom meetings and live streams, you can use these that way as well. The operating range of these has improved significantly, which is a whopping 656 feet, which is also 200 meters, I believe, for line of sight connection, which I don't remember exactly how much the previous generation had, but it's a pretty significant improvement. I don't see myself using anything that far away, so I'm assuming you'll just have a strong signal if you're just recording something like this where you're nearby. And these microphones are omnidirectional, which means it records in all directions rather than a shotgun mic, which just records in one direction. So that's pretty helpful. If you have something like right now where it's kind of like drooping down my shirt and more pointing this way, it's still picking up clean audio because it is going in all directions. You can also choose using the Rode app to use split mode, which is also known as mono, or stereo mode, which is a merged form of recording. Split will separate the microphone into the left and right channels, and merged, exactly what it sounds like, we'll just put it in one merged channel. I would definitely recommend using split because you can work on each audio recording separately, which is going to be a lot more helpful in post rather than just working with one big channel. You can also access a lot more features using the Rode Central Computer app, which I haven't used yet. I don't think I will use it, but it's there if you need it. If you want more detailed tech specs, I've put some links to these microphones down below where you can check it out if you want to. You can also check out DSLR Video Shooter's review on these, and he goes a lot more in depth on some of the specs and features of these. As far as usability and practicality goes, this is pretty much the best you can get. You can super easily clip one of these to your shirt, and you can clip the receiver to your camera through the hot shoe mount very easily as well. The small size makes them very portable and easy to use as well. Everything is pretty much easy to understand and user-friendly. It's pretty much like you can just plug it in, dial in your settings, and you're ready to go. The display on the receiver includes stuff like audio levels, channel markings, and your battery life, as well as a few other small features on there. Now, the biggest thing, these new windscreens are so clutch. I cannot tell you how many times I was using the older generation with these. Let's see if I can show you these little like clip-in windscreens, and so I'll try to put it in right now. You try to clip them in and it's holding steady right now, but see, it just fell out. These new ones are twist and lock, and now this one's just firmly in place. It's not going anywhere. So that's huge, especially when you're filming outside. You really need these windscreens or else the wind is going to pick up in your audio and it's gonna sound like crap. If you don't wanna clip the transmitter directly to your shirt like I have here, you can get a Rode lavalier microphone, which is actually bundled with the new Wireless Go 2 on websites like B&H Photo pretty conveniently. And you can just run the regular Rode lav mic up your shirt and you can clip this to your belt instead. Something else you can do is you can connect the transmitter to a shotgun microphone, and that way you can have kind of like a wireless boom microphone setup if you didn't want to use the microphone in the transmitter. It's also fairly inexpensive at $300, which is more than the original Wireless Go, but I think it is totally worth the extra price. And compared to other lav microphone sets like Sennheiser, I believe those go for only as low as like $500. So this is totally a steal. I would totally recommend getting one of these instead. And personally, I think it's the most practical and convenient run and gun lav microphone setup. So now I'm just gonna do a quick little audio test between the new Go 2 and the original Go. So right now you are hearing the audio out of the Wireless Go 2 and testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. How does this audio sound? I'm hoping it sounds pretty good. And now I'm going to switch to the original Go right now. And now we're hearing the audio out of the original Wireless Go. I'd be shocked if you can really hear a difference in the audio quality, but it was already pretty good. So if they did do any improvements, that would be pretty sweet. But I can't imagine it would get much better than this. Nothing is perfect, although these microphones are very close to it. The only thing I would say is obviously these are just a little bit too big to just clip to your shirt and be able to hide. But as I said before, just if that's a problem for you, just get the additional Rode lav microphone that you can string up your shirt. Then you can more easily hide it and you can just use this as a small transmitter. But that's just a very minor issue in my opinion, and there's not really much wrong with these. So to conclude, this has to be my favorite lav microphone setup right now. The audio quality is great, it's super practical and usable, it's super portable, and it's pretty cheap. Anyone from professionals like myself or just regular old consumers who are just trying to get some decent audio quality will be able to use these with pretty much any setup. If you are trying to decide between the original Go and this one, I would say 100% go for the Wireless Go 2. It's so much more worth it, specifically for this new windscreen improvement. I cannot explain to you how clutch these are. And if you already have the original Wireless Go like myself, this may still be worth the upgrade just for the windscreen fix. Now, what do you guys think of these microphones? I'm curious to hear your opinions on them down below. As per usual, make sure you follow me on Instagram, link down below and on screen right now. And yeah, follow Nick. His Instagram and YouTube will be linked down below as well. He's helping me with the studio setup right now and lending me his camera. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.